It was a cold, snowy day. Thomas pulled out the shed and had a look around. Hey! What's been going on? Last night I went to sleep, the moon was shining, but now all of a sudden, everything has turned white. It's been snowing, said Jack Arthur. Isn't it lovely and white today? Yes, but I have something to do today. But if the lines get covered in snow, well, it could be very difficult. Oh yeah, you have to be very careful, said Green Liner. It could be very slippery and slidey. Then, Mr. Mainland Controller had come to see his engines. It's been snowing all day, I'm afraid, said the Mainland Controller. Now remember, he told to everyone, don't drive too fast. Then Thomas's driver come to see him.
We're to give rides on the demonstration line, he said.
In winter.
Thomas was delighted. The 3 demonstration lines were different sizes. One was narrower than Thomas's, and the third was used by a very wide engine called Iron Duke. This is broad gauge, he explained. The Great Western Railway used it until about 100 years ago. Thomas wondered if Duck knew about broad gauge. It would be nice to tell him something about the Great Western, he thought. The engines had to take great care because of the many visitors.
Because the lines are
Thomas
slippery.
was anxious. Some people were not as careful as they should have been. Thomas had never seen such crowds. We must watch out, he told his driver.
Because the line is very icy and slippery.
Don't you worry, Thomas, replied the driver. There are plenty of good, strong barriers, and we'll take care. But Thomas did worry. He was afraid that in an emergency, he might not be able to stop soon enough. Next morning, Thomas felt better.
The snow is still slowly down.
And he was looking forward to talking to Iron Duke again. He chuntered happily backwards and forwards along the demonstration line all day. Then, nearly at closing time, it happened. Thomas saw something fly through the air and land on the rails in front of him. His driver saw it too. He put the brakes hard on. Beep, 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 whistled Thomas in alarm. I must stop, I must. Thomas shuddered to a halt, and a great cloud of steam wheezed noisily from his cylinder cocks. But he couldn't stop before he hit the bundle. You noisy great engine, shouted his mother, waving her fist at Thomas. I'm going to see the manager. Oh dear, thought Thomas. That's not the way to be a credit to the Fat Controller. You did very well, comforted his driver. The fireman was inspecting Thomas. Hey, look at this, he shouted. The driver went to see. You damaged your brakes when you stopped suddenly, he told Thomas. No more work until they're fixed, I'm afraid. Never mind. If the people here today have learned that engines can't stop at once, that's a good thing. Thomas hoped they had.